How the Music Got Free, or How Music Got Free, something like that. Hold on.
I'm excited for this one.
Let me squint and let y'all know the proper title.
I got my laptop here too.
Yeah, How Music Got Free.
Yep.
It's a Paramount Plus docu-series, 2 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Executive
June 11th.
produced by Eminem and LeBron James. Yep.
Yeah, so it looks like a really interesting doc. I want to see it. Okay, because I was a Napster kid. I'm sure you were.
I don't know, like the trailer said, I don't know the statute of limitations, so I ain't
All
saying
right.
shit.
Never mind then. Then we can't have a real conversation about this. So,
Listen, all of us were downloading shit.
which
That's what
is
I'll say.
which is the tagline for the docuseries. It
What's
says
the
the crime.
tagline?
I think it says something like the crime we all committed.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, if that's the case, yeah. If it's an all of us thing, yes. We all were downloading music illegally. Yes. All of us.
It says, where is it? How music got free. I'm gonna tell you, it's on the. Trying to mute YouTube, but it says uncover the secrets behind the crime we all committed.
Okay, well, then yes, we all committed it. And that's why I'm going to jump in. This looks interesting. It looks like it has the potential.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I said po instead of pa on purpose, being silly. It looks like it has the potential to be good,
Yeah.
but I'm really curious how real these people are going to be because I see the big wigs in there. I see Steve Stout, I see Eminem, I see 50 Cent. I see a lot of people who worked in factories being honest in the trailer. And that's cool, but that's not who I want to hear the truth from. I want to hear the truth about the record execs, the music industry people. That's who I want to see if they're going to give it up for real because we know
Mm-hmm.
that today streaming exists because of this whole movement that happened in the early 2000s, late 90s.
Right.
And we know that because of that quote unquote pirating era, that they made other moves to make music and make money off of music. So them saying like music is free, I know it's a play on words because this is how the music became free to the public. But really, music's not free. So let's see how they're gonna do this. I'm very curious how real those people are gonna be, how transparent those former execs and current execs are gonna be. I want to see what they're gonna say. The people who worked in factories and were stealing shit in a belt, funny, interesting. Didn't know that. Cool. But that's not really who I want to hear from.
So I actually expect them to be pretty honest because of the fact that we're out of that era. Because of the fact that they did find a way to monetize what we were um all getting for free. I feel like they'll be, I mean, they're not going to tell us every secret, right? But I think they'll probably share what the impact was and how they had to scramble to figure out how do we make money off of, like, how do we prevent ourselves from losing money?
Yeah.
Because clearly there's a market for this. Um, So I think that's going to be interesting because I think we are kind of out of the woods when it comes to, well, I again, like the person said, I think it was Roxy, um like she said she doesn't know what the statute of limitations is.
Me
So
either.
sure, but I think from their perspective, they can probably speak pretty deeply to what happened during that time and how it shifted from that to what we know now. I
Right.
mean, and in some ways, certain things are still in progress, right? Like maybe not necessarily with the music industry, but now we're seeing even with the TV industry where they're trying to limit how much we share with each other. So it's always ever changing. It's kind of the way um, the intersection between entertainment and technology works. But I think it's gonna be cool, and I think they're actually probably gonna give it up a little bit. You know, maybe not. Like I said, maybe not everything, but I think they're gonna tell us some things. Tell us what they can, and I like
Let's see.
that. It just looking at the trailer, I was intrigued, especially because, like I said, I guess we can't go too deep into it, but we lived during that time. We were listening to music during that time.
Yeah.
So we know how it went. We know about
Right.
Napster and LimeWire and all of the
LimeWire. Oh my
and
God.
iTunes, people's iTunes. You can't even tell. You got to click it to figure out what song it is because it's just the file name. Like this
Right.
was this was a big.
I used to change that. I used to know how to go in there
I
and
used to
change it.
change it too, but then there would be the ones. Do you remember the ones that you would change and they would change right back? Like you would leave, you would walk away, and you would come back, and
Yep.
for whatever reason, it reverted back. It would not take the file name. That used to piss me off. but but yeah, I mean, and iPods, the birth of the iPod, and being, and not just iPods, but just the way that portable um listening devices changed over the years. We went from
Absolutely.
having like Walkmans and Discmans to now these
With the CD,
iPods and
you had the little briefcase you would walk around with.
yep, with all your CDs.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I had the
That was
biggest,
stressful.
I gotta be honest, I had the biggest crushes on the boys who had the big. I was always into the music, guys. So if you had if you had that stack of CDs, because for whatever reason, a lot of the times people would have CDs that I didn't have, and I would be like, "Oh my gosh, can we swap? Or can I listen to this? Can I borrow this?" Yeah, like I'm gonna. You didn't do
They would
that?
let you. They would let you swap CDs.
Yeah, like you listen to this, you've never heard this, and I've never heard that. Can we swap? And then we talk about it, and then we swap back. Oh my gosh, that's such a cute little,
That's
thing
how
to
you
do with
never
your little
get your CD
girlfriend when
back.
you're a teenager, huh?
That's how you never get your CD back.
No, I would give stuff back because I don't like when people take my stuff and don't give it back. So I make sure I give people their things back unless I
Gotcha.
meant to keep it. That's
You would
different.
let people borrow the shit that wasn't too near and dear to your heart. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's true. You ever have to
yeah,
go to somebody and ask them for something that you know is like stupid to ask them, but you want it back?
yeah.
I had that happen.
That's
The last time that happened to me, I was in my 20s. It was somebody at work, and I was. It doesn't matter. But the point is, it was awkward.
He was like, "That's my stapler, okay? It's my stapler. Give it
Well,
back."
no, it was like something personal, like from my home that I
Oh.
brought to work, and I let them borrow. I'm not gonna say specifically what it was, just because.
Listen, till this day, a friend. I mean, I don't consider us friends anymore, but somebody I was cool with, an older woman. She's in her 50s.
Mhm.
Borrowed. This is the last person I let borrow some shit like this because of this. She's in her 50s, maybe older today. She borrowed my Avatar Blu-ray and was like, "I heard so much about this film. You have it. Can I borrow it?" And I was like, "All right, go ahead."
Give it back.
Still to this day, haven't got it back.
See,
Avatar 1.
and I think that's really shady because I'm gonna assume that she knew that you were a big movie guy.
I mean, she got it from being in my house and seeing my movie collection.
So that's fucked up. Like, I'm not gonna take your prized possessions. You know what I mean? Like,
Today, it's not the greatest of deals, but yeah, this is the principle for me.
well, right, and that's fine. But I'm just saying, like, if it's something that I really, really like, and I let you borrow it off the strength, like, no, then you gotta give it back.
Agreed.
This dude tried to hold on to my DJ Khaled book. I went right and found him and said, "Nigga, I need my book back.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't care that I paid $9.95 for it.
I need the keys back.
I need the keys back." It's a great book, by the way. I've never read it, or anyone has Never read it. You should totally check it out. It's actually very motivational. I think I might read it soon. It's one of those books that I like to go back to. So,
Understood.
speaking of, wait a minute, wait a fucking minute. Khaled, how did we not talk about this when we talked about Bad Boys? DJ Khaled was in Bad Boys for Life.
Okay. Yes.
All right, let's move on because you're not going. It's fine.
Because it was not a good movie. But yes, I'm happy he was in the movie. He
It
got a
was
check.
no, but you know that I like DJ Khaled. That's why I'm so excited about it. I didn't think it was a good movie.
And he got a check. And so props to him for getting a check.
Yeah, and beat up by Will Smith.
Gotta get beat up by Will Smith.
Listen, I mean, I feel like that's a flex in a way. If you gotta get beat up by some dude in a movie, I mean, Will Smith is upper echelon. I mean, up until he slapped that person, and then people didn't think he was that upper anymore. But what's the next topic?